In the last 30 days, 5 things about AI are about to change the way everything works. One of them leaked by accident. One of them is being hidden from American chip companies. And one of them is going to put a real AI agent in the hands of 2 billion people who have never used ChatGPT. And almost nobody on the internet is connecting the dots for what these 5 things could mean for you. Because individually, each one is impressive, but together they mark the biggest shift in AI since ChatGPT came out. And most people won't realize until it's too late to catch up. So here are the 5 things that I'm going to be talking about in this video. Number 1, Claude Mythos. A week ago, Anthropic accidentally leaked their biggest AI model to date. It wasn't a press release and it wasn't a launch event. A simple config error left over 3,000 internal documents completely visible to the public. And security researchers found this error before Anthropic did. The model is called Claude Mythos, and internally it's codenamed Capybara. And it's not just some better version of Claude, it's an entirely new tier. It sits above Opus, which is already their most capable model. And Anthropic confirmed that the leak is actually real. Their exact words were, "This is a step change in capabilities, and the most capable model we've built to date." The leaked drafted blog post said that Mythos contained better coding, better script writing, better everything than Opus. And here's the part that literally rattled the stock markets. The same exact documents warned that Mythos posed unprecedented cybersecurity risk. It can discover and exploit software vulnerabilities before most human defenders can react. A lot of cybersecurity stocks dipped immediately after this info went public. Not because the model is bad, but because it's too good. Anthropic is rolling it out slowly, specifically starting with big consumers who have a focus in cybersecurity. There's no public release date yet, but the model is built, it's being tested, and it will be released. When it drops, it won't be just the best Claude. It'll be the best AI model the world has ever seen. But it's not the only model that nobody saw coming. The next model is ChatGPT 5.4 with computer usage. While everyone was focused on the Mythos leak, ChatGPT quietly shipped something insane. ChatGPT 5.4 is OpenAI's first generative AI that can actually use your computer. So it doesn't function like the other ChatGPT models. It doesn't answer just questions, it doesn't just do coding. It can actually access the files on your internal software. It can click buttons, it can fill out forms, it can execute multi-factor authentication all on its own. This used to be something that only specialized tools were able to do, but now ChatGPT can do it as well. It also supports 1 million tokens of context. In layman's terms, this means it can store way more memory. So your conversations aren't being cut short because the ChatGPT is running out of memory. It could store entire code bases, full project links, anything you need. And it merged with OpenAI's Codex model for the first general reasoning stack of its kind. So you get state-of-the-art coding generation and state-of-the-art thinking in one model. But the next one we're going to talk about isn't just a model, it's a new machine. But before we get into that, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It truly helps the channel out. Number 3 is Perplexity personal computer. 2 weeks ago, Perplexity held their first ever developer conference. And the biggest announcement wasn't a model, it was a computer. Perplexity Personal Computer is a software that runs 24/7 on a dedicated Mac Mini. Always on, always working, whether you're awake or you're not. And it's not cloud-based like Perplexity. It runs locally on your own hardware. It's connected to your files, your apps, and your entire system. Think of it as an AI employee who never sleeps. It purely exists to help you achieve whatever task you need completed at whatever time you need it done. But here's what separates it from something like OpenClaw. Every sensitive action requires explicit user approval. There's a full audit trail of everything the AI does, so you can see any little tweaks it might have made. And there's a built-in kill switch, so you can end it at any time. You're not just giving some software access to literally everything on your computer. You're giving a controlled system specific permissions, and you have a paper trail of exactly what it's doing. Now, as of right now, Perplexity Computer is only available to Mac users, and to my knowledge, you can only use it if you're using a Mac. Quick thing before we keep going. If you've ever needed to find specific people, like brands to collab with, creators you want to work with, or literally anybody in your space, you know how difficult that can be. You're scrolling LinkedIn for over an hour, filtering through half garbage, and copy-pasting everything into a spreadsheet. Lessy AI lets you describe exactly who you're looking for in plain English. It searches across platforms, matches by context to ensure you're not wasting your time. It's going to give you an interactive list you can refine, export, and then actually act on. It will also provide AI written emails that you can immediately send out. I've been using it to find brands to sponsor my videos or creators to collaborate with. If you do any kind of outreach in your field of work, the link's in the description and I can't recommend more. Thank you for sponsoring this video. But this next agent might disrupt every single one we've talked about so far. DeepSeek version 4. This is the one nobody in the Western tech bubble is even paying attention to. DeepSeek V4 has been rumored since early February. Every predicted launch window from your favorite tech influencers has passed without a peep. But the signals continue to get louder. In February, DeepSeek quietly extended their context window from 128,000 tokens to 1 million tokens. The community immediately recognized this as V4 getting tested, because when you're testing, you want to allow the training model to have more context. But then something crazy came out that should have made headlines. DeepSeek gave Chinese chip suppliers access to their upcoming flagship model, but they locked out Nvidia and AMD. That's not just a product decision, that's an entire geopolitical statement. Now, some unverified benchmark leaks, so these are comparing V4 compared to ChatGPT and Claude, are showing that it's coding at 90% the capability. So V4 is going to be able to match or maybe even beat Claude and ChatGPT by its release at a fraction of the cost. And that's the real threat. DeepSeek doesn't charge $200 a month like Perplexity Computer. They don't even charge $20 a month. Their API-based pricing consistently undercuts all competitors. When DeepSeek R1 launched in January 2025, it shook the entire market because it truly proved you don't need billions of dollars to build a competent AI model. Now, V4 could do the same exact thing, but for agents. No confirmed release date yet, but every signal is pointing that it's imminent. And the last one on the list changes the game for everyone, not just tech users. Apple's Siri overhaul is the final tool we're going to cover. Every AI tool I've mentioned so far is for power users. People who already have an understanding of what ChatGPT and Claude are, and they already understand how AI functions. But Apple is about to bring a real AI agent to everyone else. Apple recently confirmed that they're rebuilding Siri from the ground up. Not a feature update, not a new voice, but a full rebuild. The new Siri is powered by a large language model, which most people suspect is Gemini, and it's launching aside Apple's new smart home hub. Now, this truly matters because of the scale of this project. There are over 2 billion active Apple devices in the world. Now, I'm willing to bet a large majority of these users have never opened ChatGPT or Claude. When Apple ships a real AI agent into the tool that's already inside of their pocket, that's not just an upgrade. That's the moment that AI is truly going to take over as mainstream. Not just mainstream for tech YouTubers and tech Twitter. Mainstream for your parents, your coworkers, your 60-year-old neighbor. And once 2 billion extra people start using AI daily, everything's going to shift. The apps change, the expectations change, and the market changes. Every AI company is building for power users at this point, but Apple is building for literally everyone. Now there's 5 developments. A few of them are already live, a few are coming in a few weeks. But this isn't 5 separate developments. It's one story. The AI agent era has truly just begun, and the people who understand what's coming have about 3 weeks of a head start. So make sure you use that.